Yen was getting chilled as she admired Jeon's mansion after a long time. She was finally able to come back. The guards stand around were watching her with stern faces. When she gave them a smile, they smiled back for a moment. She was that cute, able to make even cold men melt with her smile. But they quickly snapped back to alertness and took their positions as Jia came out to receive Yen. Jia, yay, finally! They both hugged each other. Yen, how are you, babe? Jia, I'm good. And you? Yen, good. Did everyone came? Jia, did I come late? Jia, yeah, a little bit late, but it's okay. After all, you're my best friend. Let's go inside. When she grabbed Yen's wrist, Yen hesitated, which made Jia look at Yen over her shoulder. Jia, are you still shy because of my brother or scared because he's now a mafia king? Yen, no. Why would I even be scared of him, even he was a mafia now? But I was recalling my Tom and Jerry fights with him in the past, and it felt strange now as it has so many years. Jia, why are you only recalling those instead of how you used to come to my home once upon a time just to see him when we were in high school students? And how you both become silent, not contacting each other after you went abroad with your family, as he took responsibility for my family and entered into his mafia world after my dad passed away. As Jia was talking, a small smile played on Yen's lips, but she covered it and distracted Jia. Yen, well, let's go. I wanna see Auntie. Jia took Yen inside. Yen had come to Korea again just to attend Mrs. Jeon's birthday party, but actually it was an excuse for her. Mrs. Jeon, oh my god, Yen, is that you? Yen, happy birthday, auntie. Yen hugged Mrs. Jeon happily. I thought you wouldn't come back, but you really surprised me by coming on my birthday. Yen, actually, mom and dad said I couldn't go alone, but I convinced them and came for you. As they both were talking, Yen's eyes were roaming around looking for him, but when her eyes saw a man coming down the stairs talking busily on the phone, other man was coming behind him with a laptop in his hand, following his boss. It looked like he was going to work, not joining the party. All eyes there went to him as if the party was his, even though it was not his party but his mom's. He got everyone's attention and passed through the girls who were trying to get his attention. But when he came to the left side, his eyes accidentally caught Yen, who was already looking at him. He was stunned to see Yen at his mom's birthday party. For a second, he couldn't believe his eyes. His lips parted as he saw her after a long time. The girl who ever stole his heart. He blinked his eyes and stared at her from top to bottom. Seeing her in a white gown wearing a small diamond necklace with loose hair, he had to believe it was really her. He came out his senses when his mom called him. Then he pretended like he had kept his eyes on her earlier. Making his way towards them when his assistant was about to follow him, he gestured for him not to come with him and went to them while looking only at his mom, making sure his eyes were not on Yen. Mrs. Jeon, Jungkook, do you remember? She's my friend's daughter, Yen, who used to come at our home and play with Jia. Then Jungkook looks at her and put a fake trying to remember expression. Jungkook, is it? But I don't remember her. Hearing this, Yen widened her eyes at him in shock and looking at him with a bit of hurt too. But Jungkook was looking at his mom like he never looked at other girls. He was just a good boy. Meanwhile, Jia came with her other friends. Jia, mom, come cut the cake. After a while, Yen, how dare he lie that he didn't remember me? Murmuring to herself as she watched everyone enjoying the party. Wait, so he really didn't remember me just because it was years ago? Did he get so busy that he forget about me? But how can he even. Hey, you are Yen, right? She saw a guy who was wearing a creamy colored suit with blonde hair. Looking handsome, he was smiling at her. She wondered at his looks and who even he was. Yen, yeah. Don't you recognize me yet? Me, Rohan, once Mrs. John neighbor's friend who used to give you snacks while you were playing with Gia? Yen. Hey, Rohan, how are you, man? She smiled. Rohan, finally you remembered me. I have been watching you for few minutes thinking if this really was you or not. Yen, oh really? As she was asking him, she felt someone's eyes digging into her. When she looked at her right side, she saw in the distance that Jungkook was staring at both of them with furrowed eyebrows. While his mom was beside him talking about something, she hesitated at his gaze, but she wondered if he didn't remember her, then why was he staring at them as he could eat them? She swallowed his gaze and looked away from him to Rohan, then continued to talk to him, ignoring Jungkook. He clenched his fist as he saw the way she turned back closely to Rohan and talked. Mrs. Jeon was confused as Jungkook was not paying attention to her while she was telling him something. Mrs. Jeon. Jungkook? He looked at his mom, changing his expression to normal. Mrs. Jeon, are you listening? Jungkook. Yeah, mom, I'm listening. Mrs. Jeon. Okay, I will go and get the check at the lawn area. She left and leaving him, he wanted to go to Yen, but he didn't and saw she was still with Rohan. Jungkook. Hey Jia, she looked at him. Jungkook. Mom told me not to let Yen be alone with others since they are strangers. Jia. Huh? Did she really say that or do you just want to be with her? She asked in teasing tone but kept a cold face to stay steady. Jungkook. She even said that tell Jia to take her to the lawn area. Jia. Oh, okay. Jungkook, now call her. Yen was talking with Rohan and looked over, seeing Jungkook telling something to Jia. Jia, Yen, come over. Yen, okay, Rohan, I'm going. My friend is calling me. Rohan, do you want me to come with you too? Yen, it's okay, you have fun with others. She went to Jia before Jia could take Yen with him. Jungkook said something. Jungkook, tell your friend not to get close to other strangers. Yen glanced at Jungkook with her sharp eyes and sensed a kind of jealousy, but she was not sure. She smirked and said it to him indirectly. Yen, he is not a stranger but my childhood friend, very close to me. He is someone who still remembers me. Jia, not like others who would forget if they get a chance. The way she said it with a pride made Jungkook clench his teeth, and he didn't like her calling another male her close one. Of course, he understood she mentioned him as the other. Jia could smell the burning between their gazes, but she chose not to step in. Jia, okay, let's go, Yan. She took Yan with her before there could be any chance of conflict. Jia took Yan with her. At the wide lounge, bustling with guests sitting at long tables, having fun and talking. Some guys were dancing across the open space. Yen sat at the table on a chair where the white table was filled with a lot of drinks and flickering candles in middle of the table. Just then, Jungkook came. His eyes ignored everyone and tried to find someone. As his gaze finally fell on the girl he was searching for, that was Yen. She looked so lonely and beautiful at the same time. A small smile came to his lips, and when he was about to go to her, he stopped when Rohan again came to Yen. Rohan, hey, come. Yen, to where? Rohan, come on, let's dance. Jungkook clenched his fist. Yen gave him a weird expression, like what was he thinking about her? Did he really think she could dance with him? Yen, sorry, I don't want to dance now. You go and enjoy it with someone else. Rohan, how can I go when my beautiful friend is alone here? Yen sensed that Rohan was trying to flirt with her, and before she could say something in uninstructed way, Jungkook reached there and called Yen. Jungkook, hey, Jia is calling you to have a dinner at the buffet. Rohan, why? Go and get in trouble standing in the line there. Yen, you stay here, I will get the meal for you. Yen, it's okay, I can go. He didn't even listen, he just left. Yen sighed and glanced at Jungkook, but he was just looking at her with a bit of jealousy. Yen, What? He didn't say anything, he just grabbed her hand and took her with him to a side of the party to talk to her. Yen, what are you doing? She pulled her head back in confusion. Jungkook, is it necessary to bear him? Just tell him to go hell. Such a cringe guy he is. Yen, notice, are you getting jealous? Jungkook, what? Me? Do you think I'm that weak and that type of get jealous whoever comes here randomly? He said accidentally to cover it, and that made her take his words seriously. She got an idea too. Then she sat on the chair near the table, crossing her arms over her chest. Yen, well then, it's none of your business. Whoever come to me, you can leave. Jungkook, why do I have to leave? It's my mom's party. I will stay here. Saying this, he sat beside her chair, making her wonder at his words not matching his behavior. Meanwhile, Rohan also came with the food on a plate. Rohan, Yen, I searched for you so much. Why did you leave from there? Saying this, he sat beside her on the other side and put the plate on the table. Yen, I told you no, but you didn't listen, so I left. Rohan, oh, okay, come on, have it. When he scooped food with a spoon and brought it to her lips, she was about to say no, but she wanted to see how Jungkook would pretend like nothing. When she glanced at him, Jungkook's jaw already tightened. Then she opened her mouth and ate. That made Jungkook blood boil, and he clutched his feet and banged it on the table, making the food on the table scatter in anger and fall. Rohan flinched and Yen froze when it fell on her beautiful white dress, making stain on it. Yen, what the Jungkook got up and without looking back at them turned back leaving. But he heard one more word from her which made him look back. Yen, Rohan, what are you doing? Stop! Rohan, it's okay, let me clean it for you. He touched her dress with his hand and tried to wipe off the food, but she was feeling uncomfortable. Yen, hey, please stop it. When his hands are trying to touch her near her chest area, Junko kicked the table, which made Rohan fell down back from his chair as the table fell on him. Yen shocked and stood up. Jungkook, you brat! Jungkook grabbed his collar, started beating him, cursing him angrily. Yen, Jungkook stopped. She trying to grab his arms to stop him, but he was not listening them. Yen, I said stop it. She pulled Jungkook back and slapped on his cheek to stop him. Yen, I'm sorry. Jungkook frozen in shock and Rohan ran away to save his life. She gulped what she did, but before she can say something, Jungkook, the fuck you think you just did? Was about to move back, but Jungkook grabbed the back of her neck and smashed his lips to her aggressively, making her freeze. She thought he would slap her back but didn't expect this angle. Her hands didn't even try to push him away, but they were clenching her dress as he deepened the kiss. 2 minutes later, he pulled away from the kiss. They were both breathing heavily, looking at each other. She was stunned and he was possessive towards her. Yen, who gave you the right to kiss me? Jungkook, and who gave you the right to slap me? She went silent, her reaction unreadable. When he asked her back, Jungkook, I already warned you, Yan, but you didn't listen. See how that guy acted in a cheap way with someone's girlfriend? Yen, girlfriend? She repeated in disbelief since they were never in a relationship, just playing games and having small fights, keeping their distance. But the way he said it made sense to her, and she could feel what he still felt for her. Yen, so you remember all that, pretending like nothing happened until now? He, fucking yes. Yen, I didn't like it, Jungkook. She was about to turn back to leave, but Jungkook grabbed her wrist, spun her around, forcing her to face him. She placed her hands on his chest for support, noticing how he was looking at her with so much possessiveness and hint of fear. Jungkook, don't leave me again, Yen. I can't take it again and pretend like I'm okay. It's so hard for me. Yen, if it's so hard, then why did you say you didn't remember me to your mom, huh? Jungkook, I was hardened with her because she was very strict. Try to understand. Yen, what else do I understand? Do you know how much got I hurt? Jungkook, I'm sorry, Yen. She was always bringing proposals and telling me to pick one of them, and I rejected all of them. If I said, had I still remembered you? Jungkook, she would have sent everything and would kick my poor ass for sure. Yen said, no, I didn't forgive you. Go away. Jungkook, sorry, baby. Yen, I said no, right? He kissed her cheek like a baby, making her cheeks turn pink, but she put on a cold face, no. Jungkook kept saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, 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 and kept kissing her non stop, finally making her cool down and chuckle. Yen, okay, okay. Jungkook, oh, that's my lady, Mrs. Jeon. If she's your lady, then who we are to you, Mr. Jeon? Jungkook, sarcastically, king of the mafia world. Jungkook and Yen flinched when they heard his mom's voice. They saw his mom coming with her arm crossed over her chest, and Jia was following behind her, controlling her smile. As soon as he saw her, he let go of Yen and about to say something, but Jia chuckled and said something. Jia, Mom, didn't I tell you last night? Jungkook told me to invite Yen and her family so he could meet her because he wants her and that's why he rejected other girls. Jungkook, hey, Jia, stop it. He was about to step forward to scare her, but she did hide behind her mom, saying, Mom, help me. Mrs. Jeon, you little brat, I will teach you a lesson you won't forget. She took a step forward, but Jungkook panicked and diving onto her in a dramatic hug. Jungkook, please, mom, please, mom, I surrender. Yen was stunned and couldn't hold back a laugh, so she burst into a laughter, her making Jungkook embarrassed.